This is part 3 of our recap of the Goonies 35th anniversary One-Eyed Willy treasure hunt that was found in Astoria, Oregon from July to December of 2020. Our next clue treasure ship is taking us to the Columbia River Maritime Museum campus. They recently opened the Warnock Commons and Model Boat Pond, and unfortunately, due to COVID-19 restrictions, boat rentals have been suspended until further notice, but people can bring their own boats down to enjoy the pond in the meantime. We might find a few here that can help us out with our Goonies treasure, as the app says to look in the eastern window for your clue. And so here we've got some little pirate ships with letters on the flags that spell out the word A-N-C-H-O-R, spells the word anchor. So I'm going to open up my app and get back here to the treasure ship clue, which says, in order to find the treasure, you must find the boats. East of the pond is the window to your clue. So looking at the flags on the boats, I will type in the word anchor and hit submit. And this will be clue number 6 that we've completed. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to our next location near the Pier 11 building, standing on 10th Street on the Riverwalk. And these street ends are actually bridges, and the ones downtown were just redone to reinforce them to help with delivery trucks and that sort of use. So the businesses down here around these locations on the waterfront are definitely thankful that project is done, and these nice looking spaces that were created from it are really nice. So here we are at the Hidden Underground Experience at 10th Street. There are 2 entrances here, and I'm using the secondary one on 10th Street itself. I love this building. It's got some really cool murals and different style facades inside, like you're walking around a little town of its own. And I'm gonna skip downstairs. We've got a few businesses down here, and there's new ones popping up all the time, it seems. Some art gallery work on display outside in the common areas, as well as a couple art galleries upstairs. And we have Kit's Apothecary. She's got some really interesting household goods, gift ideas, some super fun stuff, as well as some healing tonics and herbs, things that she makes herself. The United Way office is down here. They do a lot of work with different humanitarian agencies in our area, including the Astoria Armory. That was our headquarters during the Goonies anniversary event in 2015. Got a little shout out to their cousin, the Astoria Underground Tours. They're located down the road, and they offer access to folks who want to come down and see what it's like in the real dirty, gritty underground. I much prefer this version of it. This little shop is Weird Sisters Freak Boutique. It's a little thrift store with some curated items, and she does a lot of the art displays down here, including the grotto, which is a cool experience if they're open when you're here next. Check it out. We're going to go back around this corner. Oh, look, we have a screen printer down here. Nice. So here's the jail cell. That's part of this little townscape, and we have our Goonies clue set up in here. There's our Swenson's brand ice cream that was in the Goonies. And poor Mr. FBI agent is still here as well, hanging out in the cooler with the ice cream. Poor guy. So the clue says to sniff out the rocky road. So let's start looking through these and see if we can find out where the clue is. There must be something different on these pints compared to the other flavors. We've got some pralines and cream and some Mississippi mud. Here's a rocky road. Top looks normal. We've got letters on the bottom of the rocky road pints. So bear with me for a minute while I go through these shelves and find all of our Rocky Road flavors and see what letters are on them. I want to give another big shout out to all of the businesses that helped us out with the treasure hunt activity this year, on top of the stress of operating their own business and the added guidelines and precautions this summer. The owners were really doing the best they could for their staff and their customers and keeping everyone safe and doing all their due diligence on their cleaning protocols and stuff. So it was really nice to be able to have a little bit of fun with the treasure hunt, and we're grateful that they allowed us into their spaces to do this. Gilly Wagon, who set up the treasure hunt for us, basically had to reinvent it all when we decided to set it up for 6 months and make it so that people could do an interactive event without much interactivity. So it was fun to restructure all of this with them and see what they came up with. So as I'm looking through these pints of ice cream, I'm just pulling aside the rocky roads here. So I think I have 5 now, and I'm at the last shelf, so we'll just set these out. So all the letters are showing. And when I get done going through these, I'm going to set them up so the letters show when you walk around the corner. You don't have to touch them if you don't feel safe doing that, since this will still be up for a couple weeks after I finish taking this video. So 5 pints of Rocky Road, we have S-T-I-F-F. So like the stiff in the freezer. I feel like a cheerleader. What does it spell? Stiff. Anyways, it's all reset for the next person to come along. And I'm going to open up the app. I hope everyone else had fun with this clue too. It was definitely the most interactive one for this version of the treasure hunt for sure. So back in the lab to finish the ice cream freezer clue. Aside from the dead body Chunk in the jackbox when he found all the ice cream in the basement freezer, don't get locked in as you find your favorite flavor. We're puzzled by the Rocky Road. So we're going to punch in the code STIFF and submit our answer. And congrats, we've completed our 7th clue. We'll be back with another video to finish off the treasure hunt shortly.